Hi, Kara. How you doing? I've got your ads up, and I have got them loading up here for. Okay, those are almost done, but those are just loading up, and those are the PDFs. So I think it would be better to take a look at those. That way we kind of zoom out and see the whole thing. Right now, I can't really do that. I do want to mention something though. Now, you mentioned that you're having some difficulty. I'm not that great at making these ads, so I'm definitely willing to know what you think I should change. Well, actually, I think that, well, let me describe what's going on, okay? There's too much going on. There's too much visual stimuli. And the reason that's not a good thing is because as human beings, when we're looking at things and looking at magazines and looking at ads and articles, etc., it's the designer, it's incumbent on the designer to lead the viewer through the page. Okay, and without doing that, the viewer is left to their own to make too many decisions. And you don't want that. You don't want the viewer to make decisions in your layout. You want control. If you let the viewer make decisions, one really bad thing can happen and they could just leave the page. By employing good layout and good composition, you're going to allow them to stay in the page. Visually, you're going to keep them in the page. They may not realize it, but they're just not going to want to leave the page. And there's a couple of tricks to do that, and they all involve this word, hierarchy. Right now, we look at your ad, and do we have hierarchy? And well, we do. Every ad has hierarchy, but is it good hierarchy? What do you want the viewer to look at first? I'm going to open these PDFs because because we'll be able to see those better. So, okay, let's just zoom out. Okay, there's one ad. There's the second ad. Okay. Basically, I think they're very close, very similar. So, anyways, this hierarchy thing. So, what's going on? All right, we know that images work wonders, and images draw attention. The biggest and brightest things on the page always draw the most attention. So, this image right here is just all eyes go right there. And it's not a very good image. I don't know what it is. It's a blueberry pancakes, but they just don't look that appetizing. Also, this looks like a low resolution image, so you really want to check on that. I'm going to zoom in here, take a look at that. And that, boy, it's hard to tell, but it's a very damaged. Look how blurry it is on the sides. So at the very least, it's just a very, very poor quality image. I will tell you this, though, the image you're using in the background, that background image, that is definitely a low resolution image. I can see all the pixelation from here. So your type choice, it's really unusual to put your logo at the top, very top, and isolate it like that. And I'll show you a way around that. Your type, this chalkboard or whatever this typeface uses, is almost like Comic Sans. It's not loaning any credibility to your ad whatsoever. It looks, and I'll just tell you why, because in design terms, this looks like a child's, something to do with the child. It's very, very childlike. And it's meant to be. So I don't think it's meant to be used in a serious ad. I think it's meant to be used in, for children's, crayons boxes or whatever. So, and the same thing with this, same type choice over there. This ad this is very, very incomplete because, now keep in mind, this is digital imaging. So you really only have one image in here. You have this ghosted out image in the background, but I'm just not seeing any merit in using that screen back image. So let's go here, and what are we going to do here? I want to do this. I want to show you some tricks. And the one thing I started with was the magazine for the resort. And this is the trick I'm going to show you, okay? In a magazine ad, you use the image to bring your viewer in. So all eyes on the image, okay? That sucks your viewer in. Once you get them looking at the page, now it's up to the designer to design an interesting subhead and headline and subhead. That is going to keep the viewer in the page, and move them to the information. Once they're reading the information, you're home free. Your job as a designer is done because you've done exactly what you're supposed to do. You've gotten your viewer to look at the ad in the order you want, and you've got them to read. So again, you got ad, headline, subhead, paragraph, informational paragraph. This is who we are. This is where we're at. This is what we do, and this is why we do it the best. Logo, call to action, contact information. All right. I brought up another one for you because you're with the bakery. So I brought up this is a magazine ad. These are all magazine ads for restaurants. And again, you see the same formula. This left-hand side is what I'm talking about. This ad, the image brings the viewer in, okay? Now you've got the subhead and the headline. All right, now you've got the informational paragraph, logo, call to action, body contact information. And you'll just see this formula over and over and over again. Why? Because it works. One of the things I think is so important about this, and why is it, where did it go? This is because the designer has put the type right on the image, and that is a wonderful technique in advertising. So you've done that here too. What I want you to do is try to get yourself something like this. Get an image. You can use a really, really good image. It might be that image in the background if it was a high res. I don't know. You're going to have to experiment. It could be a product. If it's a bakery, why don't you show some baked goods? There was another ad up here. Oh, you know what? I did this. Bakery magazine ads. Again, we're seeing, hey, you can't see that. That's not right. What's that doing? Okay, this is the one I was looking for. This ad right here, again, you know, the baked goods, you got the 25 years, you got the call to information, you got the logo. So there's another nice one. I mean, okay, so you got a lot of choices, and again, I've given you a lot of examples. So see if you can't maybe work out your layouts to that format. I think you might find a little bit more success. You might be a little happier with your ads. Okay, if you have any questions, Karen, please just feel free to give me a holler. Okay, thanks.